In this video, I'll be talking about 12 must-haves for every naturalista. Hey beauties, and welcome to a new video. I am Sidi, and on this channel I share hairstyling, hair maintenance, hair growth, beauty, DIY content. And if those are the kind of content you love to see, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you've not done that already, and thank you. In this video, I'll be talking about 12 must-haves for every naturalista. This video is not a standard, it is not in any way compulsory. Feel free to subtract, add, multiply, divide I mean anything you want to, just to suit your present reality and your preferences. These are just my personal preferences and I just thought to share them. First must-have would be your personal hair care product. I'm talking about your shampoo, your conditioner, your deep conditioner, your leave-in, all of your hair cream. I mean, all of those things, there are must-have. That is because, let's say, I know you can of course go to the salon to wash your hair, but the trick to this is, as a naturalista, no, people don't have the same hair type, okay? What works for my hair may not work for yours. So it is best to always have, when you're done trying out everything and you find out what works for you, always have it in stock, so that on days you cannot, or if you don't wash your hair by yourself, on days you cannot do that, you could always go to the salon with them, because chances are what they have at the salon may not be what your hair likes, what your hair likes to be fed with. So always have your personal hair care products handy, so that if you could go to the salon, great, but if you can't, still great, you can still use them at home. Number 2 is the bonnet. Silk bonnet, to be precise. I actually did a previous video where I talked about why you need a bonnet, but I'm just going to summarize it here in this video, just in case you've not seen it already. Bonnets are actually great for your hair, especially at night time when you're about to sleep, because they help, aside the fact that they help to minimize tangling that could lead to breakage, they also help to keep in moisture in your hair. Silk doesn't sap moisture from your hair as much as cotton does. So I know most of us love to sleep on cotton beddings, but I cannot recommend sleeping on silk beddings. But you can change your pillowcases to silk, or if not, you can still go ahead and use a silk bonnet. Actually, silk pillowcases have been said to actually work great for not just your hair but also for your skin. Elastic bands, rubber bands, or scrunchies. So I personally prefer elastic bands, especially when you want to bind your hair together or put it in a bun or ponytail or whatever. And I love them because I notice the level of breakage, okay, is minimized with elastic bands as compared to rubber bands. But I understand some people might need rubber bands for when they're styling their hair. Yeah, so but if you must use rubber bands, be sure to oil them first, just to reduce the level of friction and interaction with your hair that could lead to possible breakage. So yeah, elastic bands, rubber bands, and scrunchies are definitely things you need as a naturalista, to just put your hair, to just keep your hair put together and I want to say organized, but no, it doesn't really work here. So yeah, to just have your hair put together. That's it. Next would be the bobby pins, and this is especially for styling. Aside styling, if your hair is not so long and you just want a very neat ponytail look, you might just use that to prevent flyaways. So yeah, bobby pins are definitely an essential. And number 5 is the steaming cap. If you have a steaming cap, you can agree with me that this particular thing takes your wash day from, let me not say 0 to 100, let me just be fair and make it 50 to 100. Steaming cap is of course healthy heat or good heat, and it's going to help with absorption of some of your products, especially your deep conditioners. So yeah, a steaming cap is definitely a luxury that I wish every naturalista is going to enjoy. This next one, I don't know. I think the ticket to being a naturalista would be having several combs. Guys, I wish I could show you my comb stash right now. I wish I could show you my comb stash. I have different, sometimes I even have two of the same combs. I don't know why. Maybe just because if one gets missing, I have an alternative. But as a naturalista, you should have several combs, because yes, those combs look different for a reason. They're definitely not going to do the same things, right? There's a comb you can use for parting, there's a comb you can use for detangling. I mean, there are for different reasons. So you should have all of your combs intact for when you need them, okay? Hair brushes, and yes, same as your combs, your hair brushes are actually going to help with detangling as well, and there are also different types of them. Butterfly clips or dog clips. If you style your hair more often, or even with applying products, you'd need these, especially if you have very thick hair, for partitioning and keeping your hair in place, so you can have, a specific section to work with. They're quite necessary. If you can afford them and if they're available in your area, then definitely consider investing in dog clips or butterfly clips. I'm going to insert a picture somewhere, so just you see what they look like, just in case they're not called the same thing in your region, okay? Next on my list are hair styling equipment. I don't exactly know if this grouping is right, but by hairstyling equipment, I'm talking about your blow dryers, your hair straighteners, your hair straightening brush, all of those things. I think you get the idea of what I'm talking about now. The trick here is with moderation, okay? Of course, we know that too much of everything or anything is bad. Everything is good in moderation. Same goes with owning these things. That you own them does not necessarily mean you have to use them every single time. Know when to use them and use it responsibly. Every naturalista owning these things for personal use, just so they can be very handy when you need them. And again, I would reiterate the fact that you have to use them with discipline. Next on my list are definitely going to be scarves, and I'll recommend this for some days when maybe you can't find your bonnet. That's when you're home, or on some days you just want to leave your hair out of the way and just cover it up. Scarves would definitely come in here. They're stylish. I mean, there are different ways you could tie your scarf. It doesn't have to be the old traditional conventional way. There are different ways to style them that are really beautiful, just for days you just want to change your look, or other times if you just want a replacement for your bonnets, if you're just walking around the house and just need to put your hair away. These are not very important, but I mean, that it is natural hair doesn't mean it has to be boring. If you must style your hair, I want to spice it up and make it look really nice with all of those metal clips, all of those beads, those fashionable bobby pins, cowries, you name it. There are different and several types of very beautiful, cute, stylish accessories that you could use to just switch up your natural hair look. Just find the ones that actually resonate with you and your personal style, and And then the final one, I chose this one for last for a reason, because it is not, to some people, it isn't a necessity, but sometimes, like I said, sometimes you just need to let your hair thrive and let it rest, okay? So that is where this comes in, or that is where this comes in, the wigs, okay? As a naturalista, I just feel you should have a wig for some days that you are experiencing a bad hair day, or you just don't want to wear your hair out. So like I said at the beginning of this video, this is not in any way a standard whatsoever. Be sure to add and subtract whatever it is that suits you, but this list is just based on my personal preferences, go ahead and do what works for you. Thank you so much for sticking around to this point of the video. Please go ahead and give me a like, share this video, and also subscribe to the channel if you've not already. And I will see you in the next video and the next one and the one after that. Okay, so for now, bye guys. And next will be bobby I said bobby. Next would be the bobby pins.